You ready?
Summer's being a picky eater again because she's pregnant. I
Sid.
found this recipe on TikTok by Stella Spice and I decided to give it a try. I didn't follow it to a T, but if you do want to follow her recipe, here's the picture of all of the ingredients. Here are all of the ingredients I use. Like I said, I didn't follow to a T, but here's everything I use. I use 5 pounds of ground beef instead of 7. You can substitute that. I use a cup and a half of hemp seeds, 8 eggs, 4 eggshells. We're gonna put those over to the side for later. I use 4 teaspoons of ground ginger, 4 teaspoons of salmon oil instead of sardines. I use 16 ounces of pureed pumpkin, 8 ounces of spinach, 8 ounces of broccoli, all that I didn't waste on the sides. Yeah, so I'm gonna blend all of that together, and then I'm gonna add my beef liver. And it only calls for 8 ounces of beef liver, but I used an entire pack that was almost like 2 pounds because I didn't use the 7 pounds of ground beef. And man, I should have never blended that spinach with that liver because it stink. Ugh. Something about spinach, it just stink. But anyway, I blended the bell peppers and the eggshells together because that's what the recipe called the recipe instructions said. So I blended those together, and it was like a really fresh scent. It overpowered that stinky smell from the liver and the spinach. So I poured that on top. Thank you. It didn't look appeasing, but I was gonna play in it anyway. Anyway, this is what everything looked like after I put everything together. And I probably won't use this much beef liver next time. But this is what everything looks like. And then you're gonna take everything and mix it together with your hands. So you're just gonna get in there, get it all worked up. And I probably had way too much fun doing this than I was supposed to. Another ingredient that I didn't use that the recipe calls for was kelp powder. I didn't use the kelp powder. Now I'm going to get some kelp powder because it's supposed to be really good for teeth and stinky breath. Like if your dog has stinky breath, it's harder on the teeth. It's supposed to be really good for that. So I'm gonna get that, and instead of mixing it in with everything, I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top of her dog food. And what else I didn't use? I think the sardines were the only thing I didn't use other than the kelp powder because I couldn't find the sardines in water. I only could find it in oil. So therefore, I used the salmon oil because I couldn't find anything. And so once you blend everything together, it should look like this. Yep, still not appeasing. But hey, Summer was in the kitchen the whole time, and she knows she's not allowed in the kitchen. She was in the kitchen watching me like a hawk, and she had just finished eating. Like, this pregnancy is really taking over her. And I've heard that a dog appetite increases the more puppies they have. So maybe we have more than 4. I don't know. So we're gonna lightly cook that. Once you lightly cook it, you're gonna strain off all the oil. And I'm gonna mix this with summer kibble. You're gonna only cook enough for 4 days because you don't want it to stay in the refrigerator past 4 days. So only cook what your dog is gonna eat for 4 days. And because I'm gonna mix this with kibble and give her like 3 meals a day, and I normally do a cup and a half per meal. I'm just gonna go based on her appetite because it's been increasing more and more lately. So I'm gonna strain all of this oil off because we don't want any of the oil left over on the food. And my husband is gonna kill me too. So hopefully he don't see this video. But anyway, I got my paper towel and my Tupperware to get any excess oil off of the beef. And we're just gonna let that sit for a minute and cool because our taste tester is behind us in this video. You might have heard her growling on one of the clips. I don't remember which clip it was. You might have heard her growling on one of the clips. The UPS man was outside. But anyway, we're gonna let that sit and cool so our taste tester can get the first test. And if you've seen my other video with the dog food, this is an upgrade, like really and truly. Anyway, wait, mama. I was telling her to wait, but she didn't want to wait. And she ate before I told her, but she was like, girl, bye. Who gonna check me, boo? Who?
How I do?
Anyway, Summer is such a sweet dog, a sweet, sweet girl. And I know she's going to be a great mother. So, you guys, keep watching, keep following this journey. Summer is a phenomenal dog, like the best dog I ever owned. And she's family, like really and truly. But anyway, I just know she's going to be a great mom. And I wanted to document this journey throughout. I got more content coming. Just keep watching. The food was very inexpensive as well. I spent like $60 on this whole entire thing. And you won't need everything every time you go to the store. So it might not be $60 the next time. Like I said, I got more content coming. I'm going to be setting up the breeders room next. So keep keep your notifications on, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. And I'll talk to you next time. Y'all be blessed.